What's the most predatory industry that no one talks about? After working as a dentist for 10 years, I've learned that some of us actually cause our patients more harm than good. And we do this on purpose. Because the more times you come into the dentist's office, the more money we make. And so, some of us turn the process of teeth whitening, which is a lot easier than most realize, into something long, costly and painful, purely for our own financial gain. We do this because we know that people are so desperate for whiter teeth they will pay thousands for it, simply because teeth are the most important part of your face. Look up missing tooth eyebrow guy if you don't believe me. The best example of scam artistry in this industry is actually my last patient. He had teenage breakout acne all over his face, a bowl cut, and was really insecure about his messed up teeth. Naturally, his previous dentist saw him as a gold mine, and milked his family for over $2,500 for practically no results. He came into my office more desperate than ever, especially because he was recently asked out as a dare by the popular girl in school. And after he said yes, she laughed in his face and said she would never go out with someone who had mac and cheese molars. He said coming to me was his final attempt at whitening his teeth so he could finally look normal, and I was really determined to help him. The only problem was, his teeth were super yellow and his mouth smelled so awful it made me gag. I asked him how his teeth were like that in the first place, and he said he wasn't sure, but his previous dentist told him it was genetics and there wasn't much they could do. I practically fell out of my seat, because I realized he had fallen for the single biggest lie in the industry. While yes, genetics can affect how yellow your teeth are, turning them pearly white is still incredibly easy despite it. After I told him this, he looked like someone just shattered his entire perception of reality. He asked me how he could get white teeth naturally despite his bad genetics, and my answer to him was the one that dentists avoid giving at all costs. When he heard it, he did a double take and fully refused to believe me, but after I broke it down scientifically he was sold. You see, all I told him was that he needed to brush his teeth with toothpaste that don't have harsh chemicals in them. Brands like Sensodyne and Colgate, which everybody uses for some reason, have parabens and hydrated silica. Parabens disrupt hormone function by mimicking the hormone estrogen, which may lead to breast cancer and reproductive issues. As for hydrated silica, it damages tooth enamel, and using it to brush your teeth is like using sand to clean glass. So instead of cleaning your teeth, you're actually causing severe damage to not only your teeth, but your reproductive organs too. Just changing to a natural toothpaste with better ingredients would be more effective for him since the standard brands weren't working. Lately, I've only been giving my patients ORL toothpaste because it has xylitol, which reduces the risk of tooth decay by eliminating the bacteria that causes the decay, and avoids all harsh chemicals, including parabens and hydrated silica. It also has the best taste, which makes it easier for my patients not to go back to their usual sweet toothpaste. But honestly, any toothpaste without harsh chemicals works. You just have to do the research first to make sure it's actually safe for you. My patient tried arguing with me when he saw that the toothpaste costs almost $30, saying that I was trying to scam him too. But I told him that unlike the overpriced procedures my coworkers push, this actually serves a purpose. Besides, teeth are the one thing you can never take off, so investing into them is worth it. When I explained it to him that way, he accepted the ORL toothpaste, and I scheduled him for a 4-week checkup since that would be enough time for the toothpaste to show results. 4 weeks later, he came into my office beaming from ear to ear. He immediately started ranting about his life again, and as soon as he started speaking, I could see, and smell, the difference. This past month, people stopped bullying him about being asked out on a dare, and nobody called him mac and cheese molars since his teeth weren't yellow anymore. Now, he was more confident with his appearance, so he had the courage to make friends and has been going out a lot more. Mind you, he hadn't groomed himself at all and still had acne all over his cheeks and a horrible bowl cut. All he did was fix his teeth and people were all over him. However, there was one thing he was still furious about: the fact he had spent so much time and money on useless treatment, when he could have just been using ORL toothpaste instead. Here is his before and after.